So, I guess we can call this a vlog. I guess that's what they call it. So, aside from all of the hilarity and stupid stuff that we have planned for the channel and for other people's entertainment, and aside from using YouTube as a platform to talk about issues that matter to us, what can other people expect from us? What other things do we have in the works for I'm an Idiot Productions?
Well, I would be happy once I get to that point with the tiny house to share some of those electrical designs. The do-it-yourself generators, for instance, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would love that. My rain generator as well is completely unique. I've had a few people blow their minds on that.
So we have lots of other topics that we want to talk about and cover.
There are also some real world crisis going on right now that I want to discuss.
know you gonna dig this.
This one time at band camp.
Alright, so, let me think here.
Brain fart?
No, I'm just composing myself. We can always cut this out. Okay. Welcome to I Am an Idiot Productions. My name is Eric. I am the co-founder and co-creator. And here at I'm an Idiot Productions, this is a platform not just to entertain the masses, but this is a platform for us to learn photography, videography. We're doing this all on our own. And this is my friend, Phil. He is also co-founder and co-creator of I'm an Idiot Productions. And one of his passions is tiny houses. And here on I'm an Idiot, we're going to be talking about issues that matter to us, current global issues. This is our platform for getting our message out there. And again, it's all about learning videography and photography. And Phil, what's up with tiny houses?
Well, I first got into tiny houses because of necessity. But it goes a little further back than that. I've been into bushcraft since I was a kid. I was lucky to have two very, very wonderful men in my life that taught me how to survive. And, rest in pieces. They're gone now, but wonderful guys. And I found out there's quite a following for tiny houses. It's a very popular direction that people go in, a lot of them for saving money. How much does a house cost? Hundreds of thousands of dollars with massive mortgages. You got to put your babies to work before they're of age to work, just to pay for the house. It's ridiculous. Rent costs are going through the roof. There's any bajillion reasons as to why a tiny house would be appropriate. In the States, it's a huge movement. In Canada, it's a huge movement, but it's primarily stalled by a lot of legislation. So we found ways around it.
What are the advantages of having a tiny house versus renting a house or apartment or a condo?
Oh goodness, that is an excellent question. That's actually what brought me into it. Well, first of all, if your engineering skills, or you have the money to hire someone who has the engineering skills, then you can build pretty much anything. First of all, they're on wheels. What's great about being on wheels is you're not limited by building code. Okay, building code is, anyone who owns a house knows that building code is a nightmare. When you're dealing with anything on wheels, it's covered under the Ministry of Transportation. So therefore, under the MTO, you can get away with a lot more for a lot less. In addition, who likes to move? I don't like to move. I hate packing. Well, if you want to move, you hook it up to your vehicle and tow it to the next location. Awesome. You want to go on vacation? Take your house with you. Seriously, go on a road trip, just tow your house behind you. You can bring it back when you're done. You got your same bed, you don't have to worry about anything, you're comfortable. I mean, who likes to go to a hotel and not get a good night's sleep? I hate that. So I'm not familiar with that bed, but my bed in my mobile home, absolutely. So there's that. Also, if you're really smart with the engineering aspect, you can save so much money. So much money. You can build the average tiny house for around $2,000 or less, even for a small one. A lot of people get into those massive ones. I'm against the massive ones. Unless you got a big family, no need for a big one. But you can run solely without hooking up to the grid if you build, or if you install, solar panels, wind generators, and I came up with some ingenious designs using wind generators to come up with a rain spout water generator to generate electricity, and a water, if you're parked along moving water source, then you can put a water wheel on that, and as long as there's a current, it's going to keep spinning, and it just keeps generating electricity. So there's many different ways to benefit. It's cheaper to heat, easier to heat, smaller space. Things are more comfortable, and you're not spending a crap ton of money on a bunch of junk that you don't need.
So when you say tiny house, you don't mean a house that's tiny that only a small person could fit in it, right? You mean, what do you mean by tiny house?
Well, you could fit in it, and you're a lot bigger than I am, so you could fit in it. You're not tiny. But no, it's not designed for dwarfs or the Smurfs.
So you don't mean like a tiny house that only one person can fit in. It's moderately sized, but not as big as an actual house, right?
Well, yes and no. My trailer is 10 foot by 6.5 feet, so 10 feet long by 6.5 feet wide. And I'm going to widen the tiny house a little bit more than that. I can go up to the maximum outer edge of the tires on the frame, and that's about as far as I can go. But so I might get 7 feet width. But at the end of the day, it's capable of, even though it's that small, it's quite spacious.
So I guess we can call this a vlog. I guess that's what they call it. So aside from all of the hilarity and stupid stuff that we have planned for the channel and for other people's entertainment, and aside from using YouTube as a platform to talk about issues that matter to us, what can other people expect from us? What other things do we have in the works for I'm an Idiot Productions?
Well, I would be happy once I get to that point with the tiny house to share some of those electrical designs. The do-it-yourself generators, for instance, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would love that. My rain generator as well is completely unique. I've had a few people blow their minds on that.
So we have lots of other topics that we want to talk about and cover.
There are also some real world crisis going on right now that I want to discuss.
Yeah.
We have the crisis right now with our Yeah, our ozone layer, like climate change.
Climate change, yeah.
And I had a brain fart there. Yeah, the climate change issues. I do agree with a number of things. For any viewers that are pagan, I actually don't have my necklace on. I feel kind of naked without it. But for any pagans out there, I am definitely a pagan. I guess the only pagan artifacts I have on me right now are my crystal and my obsidian that I always carry. But, you know, if you want us to touch on pagan stuff, I'm actually a baby pagan, so I'm still learning.
And
you can teach me.
here I'm in Idiot Productions. We are open-minded and tolerant of all things, and we don't criticize people for being different. We, in fact, embrace that difference. That's what makes us who we are.
Yep, that's right. And he says, because I'm scared you're going to hurt the poor fella's feelings. You know, you're going to scare him. You're going to scare him away. That was great. So, you know, it's because he knows that I'm very protective of the people that I love. And he knew that I would treat that man no different than I would treat any of my lady friends with a new boyfriend. I could go into stories about that when I was growing up.
That's for another video. Well, this is our introductory video, letting you know who we are. But we're also saying that there's a lot more to come. Stay tuned.
What I want to know from viewers is, where can I buy a hat with butt cheeks on it? Not printed, the actual butt cheeks. I want one of those for the videos.
Well, I guess in our next video here, Phil's gonna have to talk about the ass hat.